Hey everyone, it's Desiree, and I'm here today with Spellbinders, and we are going to play with the Glimmer hot foil system again. The product that I'm going to be using is called the Scattered Dot Pattern Plate. They had sent this to me, and when I saw it, there was just so many different ideas that came to me. Now, one of the things that I'm going to try today, and I'm sure somebody else has already done this, but I'm going to use multiple colors of foil on that dot plate. So I'm actually going to use blush, rose gold, copper, and pewter. So pewter I'm going to use for the sentiment. And then the blush, the rose gold, and the copper is what I'm going to use on the dot, the scattered dot. Now, I'll link to my video where I show exactly how to use this Glimmer hot foil system in more detail with some tips and tricks. So you're not going to see everything. So what I'm doing is I put the rose gold on top, and my foils are layering over each other. So I'm going to have these lines. Remember, the shiny side of the foil goes down onto the plate. It's the backing, the gray side, that comes up to you. And when we do foiling other ways, it's reversed. Once we have the foil down, we put our cardstock. I like to add either another piece of cardstock or two. I put the shim and then I put the plate. I run it through my Platinum 6. I pick off my layers, and now I'm going to pull apart my foil. And you can see, and you actually see this better when I put this panel down onto my work surface, but you can see the different colors. So think about it. If I put jagged edges in the foil, so some of them would come up, so then they would be different all throughout. Just something to think about and something to give a try. Again, I will be using the pewter for my thank you. One of the things that I do find helpful is once my plate is ready, is good and hot, before I put my foil down, hopefully, I usually remember to pull, here I go, I'm remembering, to pull the plate out, because then I know it won't shift. By doing that, it helps me to keep the image straight on my cardstock. But I do always tend to trim as well. And you can see here, that's exactly what I'm doing. I am going to trim my piece down to a certain size panel for my card base. So my card base is the standard A2 size, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. The dot panel is just slightly smaller than that, and now I'm going to trim down my sentiment. I do use that clear bar that comes across as my guide when I do my trimming for my panel. I also trimmed down a piece of their mirror copper cardstock, which will be the background for my sentiment. I'm going to adhere that using my art glitter glue. And then I will prop up that panel on top of the dots using some double-sided foam squares. You can see this card took no time at all, because it's in real time. That is the beauty of the Glimmer hot foil system. In no time, you can create edgy to elegant to the most simple cards in no time. So that is our project. I set that up onto my standard card base, and that's how simple that can be. I do like the look when the foil is not completely solid. Now I could have gotten that more solid if I would just add another piece of cardstock to it to get a firmer impression. But I do hope you enjoyed our project today with Spellbinders using their Glimmer hot foil system. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And as always, all the products that I used will be linked down below in the video description. I want to thank you so much for stopping by and watching my video, spending a little time with me. If you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe and be part of my crafty gang here. Here are a few other videos I thought you might like with the Glimmer hot foil system. I hope everyone's having a great day. Remember, take care, but remember what's most important. Always be creative.